evening, and thank you for tuning in to another week with Fathers Who Care. It has really been one of those weeks. I mean, I feel like I've ran the marathon or something, and I just feel just like I'm overwhelmed with just running. And I just so thankful that today is Thursday. Thankful Thursday, one more day. Then we're gonna go ahead and do what we have to do over the weekend, and then I'm gonna try to take some downtime to air out my mind and my spirit because I need it, sister.
Okay, I'm with you.
But listen, it is again an honor to be back on the show this evening. And of course, I'm going to introduce you to our guest who has been actively involved in the community on empowering young people, empowering parents. We really want to dedicate a few shows for the month of July on empowering parents, engaging parents. Building up our parental involvement component because we really believe that if there's going to be any changes that's going to take effect in our community, our parents need to be actively involved. We need to complement the parents. And parenting is not the easy job. However, we need parents to understand that if you're going to be a parent, you got to be the parent and not a friend. All right? Not the friend. You can't do it. You just can't do it. I'm not saying don't be friendly. But you can't be hanging out with your daughters and drinking with your daughters and partying with your daughters and all of those other foolish things that some parents do with their kids. I'm not saying don't be friendly and nice to your kids, but let your kids be your kids and you be the parent. Try to hang in there.
Okay.
But anyway, that's another thought that I had.
Okay.
In my zest to try to talk about specifically about literally empowering parents, and that's why I'm so interested in the things that you're doing, Zelina, in relationship to increase the harvest, in relationship to the Mothers Who Care initiative, the Parent Consortium, and all of the good work that you're doing with so many organizations, not-for-profit organizations, on the west side of Chicago. You literally are out there making a difference, trying to help folks to do what you can to empower them. And I really, my hat goes off to you because yesterday I'm gonna get back to the show, trust me. But yesterday, we was talking to the young folks, and the young folks were putting on these stickers off the van. And I had called you when I was coming back from a PT appointment, and I called you. I said, "So Z," I said, "I'm on my way over here to get the kids and hang out with the kids so we can get over there and take these stickers off this van." And you say, "Well, I'm on my way over here to stand on the street over here on this corner to try to take care of this business and try to stop some of this violence in the neighborhood. But if you need me, just call me. I'll be over there with you and the kids in a minute." So that's my point. So the beauty of it is that we're always laboring to try to empower the young people. We're trying to empower the community. We're always trying to save some lives. And this work is sometimes extremely tedious work.
Very.
But we need you. I mean, we really, really need you because we are getting to the point in our lives where that we need to stand in the east and we need to continue to put the work in to empower young folks with a different energy level to go out there and continue to do the work. Not that we're going to stop doing it because we're not. But we need to make sure that we empower those folks of a new generation that are actively involved in saving some lives. Some folks like Shania 1 and Shania 2, love.
That's right.
And then we got Derek and Jasmine, Vernisha and Walter, Shamira and Amari and Marshayla. Those are some of the young and Cheris. So we got that's our 10 hard way. That's 10 the hard way young folks that when we ride like that. And so that's just some of our leadership group. But some of the other young folks, we're thankful that they are out doing some work now with the One Summer Chicago. We're thankful that they are employed.
That's right.
And that they're doing some positive things this summer. And I want to encourage those of you who are watching that if you need something to be actively involved in, you can always come by Fathers Who Care. We're always doing some stuff to empower young people. We need folks to come out and help facilitate groups while the young people are being empowered and mentored, and young folks get a chance to listen to some big brothers and big sisters. And what you can actually do while you're sitting there talking to these young folks, you can probably find it in your heart one of these days to say, I'm going to mentor that young man, and I'm going to track that young lady through college.
That's right.
And that's what we're really trying to do, is just trying to get that big brother, big sister mentality going so that we'll know that these young people got some support. And we're not out here trying to solicit, we're just trying to keep it 100. If we don't take care of our babies, who's going to do it for us? And I really believe that you have been doing a yeoman's job. I mean, literally. I know you work for a lot of other folks out here, particularly one of my main men, Representative LaShawn Ford. of the 78th district.
That's the 8th district.
8th district, I'm giving
Eighth
8.
district.
78
Eighth
is
district.
Camille, right?
Yes.
The 8th
I'm
district.
8th district.
8th district.
Also a district I live in.
Right. Well, you know, I just had a moment. You know.
Okay.
But anyway, I do know LaShonda is the 8th district, and just for the purpose of conversation, I know who the 78th was too. It just slipped.
Who doesn't know? We
Yeah.
have some phenomenal.
Yeah,
we have some
and
phenomenal
that's our other
representatives.
rep, Camille Lilly. So, and then we also have, of course, there came a new a rep who just came on board. Melissa off the 10th.
Yes.
All right.
Miss
And
Kanya Irvin.
so Kanya Irvin. So we do have our group of folks who are faithfully involved in the neighborhood, and we love them all.
That's
all right.
right.
And equally, and all of them are doing good work. And so, but I'm here to talk to you tonight. And if you don't mind, I'd like to digress and get into the topic.
Okay.
Tonight, we really want to talk specifically about what can we do as parents to engage each other. All right?
Okay.
While empowering, enlightening our young folks.
Okay.
You know, every now and then, parents need to come together to be replenished.
Mm-hmm.
You know, sometimes we put so much out there. I say that about ministers all the time.
You know,
that-
event session.
Ooh, sister, we give so much sometimes that we become just compassionately fatigued. All right, and so. You know, what I'm saying now is I know parents get that way. I know parents get so emotional and so involved in that lifestyle of what they're doing with their children that they become literally fatigued. And they be thinking that they can't do no more. But we're trying to tell you we're here to compliment what you're doing, parents,
That's
and
right.
let you know that it's all good and that we're here to make a difference in your life and in your children's life. And if we do it together, Zee, I believe we can make a difference, huh?
That's right.
I really believe we can make a difference if we do it together. So we're talking tonight about what can we do to empower each other. Now, this is real talk. Are you listening? This is real talk. What can we do to empower each other, to love each other, to support each other, and forgive each other?
Okay.
While we work together to save our babies, save our communities, to reduce underage drinking, substance abuse, and some of this senseless violence. Yeah, I'm steady talking about it, all
And
right?
bring stability into our household.
And bring, ooh, Lord have mercy, Jesus. Bring stability into our household. That's what we need, because it's not. You know, most of us have dysfunctional families, literally.
Yes.
Because,
And it trickles out into our communities.
listen, our kids are being reared by Facebook,
Okay.
Snapbook,
Okay.
Twitter, Instagram, or whatever the hell else they be using, all right?
But
are
that
the-
controls all our lives if you think of it. I mean, we
Yeah,
live streaming right now.
Yeah, but you know, we don't, grown-ups like us, you know, elders, we're not playing on Facebook, you know, to try to find out who doing that and why is she doing that with each other and all that foolishness.
Most of us are.
When I'm talking
Most
about us,
of
I'm talking
okay,
about us. I'm
okay.
speaking about, I'm
Okay,
speaking
that's
for
us
me.
too, okay.
All right, and I'm speaking
Okay,
for.
okay.
So I don't know what other folks do. I know I don't do it. All right.
Okay.
I mean, I use it for a network, a social network.
What it was
so-
developed for.
Absolutely. But anyway, let's get to the business. You watch
We'll
it.
debate. We'll debate for you, but
Well,
that's why we.
See, I knew it was coming. That's why I told folks to watch the show tonight, because I was gonna have Sister Zelina on the show, and she's a radical.
I'm a good radical.
No. I mean
I'm
it in a good way. And when I say radical, I'm not meaning a person that's just trying to tear the stuff down. I'm talking about a radical person for what's right.
That's right.
I mean, I'm talking about a person who's radically involved and want to make sure our babies are alive. And I'm not talking about one who's just gonna sit by and not do nothing. No, you're gonna take a stand. You're gonna put your legs and your feet where your mouth is.
That's right.
That's what I'm talking about when I say
That's
radical.
right. I wake
right?
up with my heart every day, thanks to God.
That's what I'm talking about
Thanks
when I
to
say.
God.
But anyway, let's get to the point, because I mean the calls are starting to come in. And you're watching Fathers Who Care 312-738-1060. Again, the lines are open. Fathers Who Care 312-738-1060. And I was trying to get into some stuff, but I knew it was gonna happen, because I've been waiting on you to get on the show to talk about some stuff, you know, that we've been working on in relationship actually to the Parent Consortium. We've been collaborating on that, and we're recruiting, we're asking now that parents, mothers, fathers, grandmothers,
Nieces,
grandfathers,
nephews,
those of you who are mentally and maturely straight, engaged. We want you to join us with our Mothers Who Care, Fathers Who Care component.
family component.
And our family component, family regeneration component. Give us a call at Fathers Who Care at 773-287-5821, 773-287-5821. We're looking for mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers who are of the age to be able to mentor someone else. and also to make just a difference in the lives of somebody else. Anyway, let's get to this one caller. I don't know why we got so fast on down the line, but let's get the caller.
He don't want me to talk and harass you guys tonight.
No, hold the call for a minute. Now, before I get that call, thank you, caller, for holding for me, but I need to introduce you. Our guest this evening is, of course, as I alluded to earlier, is Zerlina Smith. She's a sister, she's a mother, she's a community activist, she's a director of Mothers Who Care and directors of Increase the Harvest. She's all on a mission, stays on a mission to empower folks, young people in schools, administrators in schools, parents, youth serving organizations, and she's always has this mind of building capacity and developing a holistic approach to parenting, to addressing social issues in our community, and she's a strong advocate of civil engagement and being actively involved in your community. I just want you to know that she is truly about what she says she do in the community, and I mean, she got the energy to boot. All right? And that's why I hang with my young people like that, because them young folk, my legs go out before my mind go out. All right?
And they keep us going. They keep us going.
Yeah, they keep us going.
But just like Pastor say,
but
capacity.
Who is Zerlina?
Who is Zerlina?
Man, what is your purpose?
Zerlina
Yeah, who is
is
Zerlina?
Cora Smith's granddaughter, a child of God.
Yes.
I pray every day before my feet hit the ground. I make sure that I lead by example. I'm a single mother, a homeowner in the Austin community on the west side of Chicago, have lived here, well, on the west side my whole life. And I'm just so thankful that God gave me the opportunity to follow in my grandmother's Cora's footsteps, because I can't be out here fighting for one child if I'm not fighting for every child.
Right.
And I can't fight
Right.
for a quality housing if I'm not fighting for a quality housing within my own. I can't fight for financial stability in anyone else's house or jobs if I'm not making sure that it's something that touches and reaches my heart. So I'm a person who speaks from the heart and always have open arms and not afraid to ask for
And
help.
she'll be on 10.
And not afraid to ask for help. And why we're building capacity right now is because we have a great group of youth around this whole state, not just on the west side of Chicago. So I want to give everybody credit.
Okay, so with that being said, let's get that first caller, then we're going to get rocking. Again, you're watching Fathers Who Care at 312-738-1060, and we're talking about what can we do as a collaborative, as a group of folks on the west side of Chicago to empower each other. I mean, are you tired of the violence in the community? Are you tired of these young folks who are not being properly reared, don't have nothing to do? I'm going to say to you flat out, stop talking about it and be about it. Caller, do we have a caller? Caller, you on the air, your comment or question, please.
How do you make your community?
I'm sorry?
How do you make a difference in your community?
Ooh, that's for you.
Wow.
How do you make a difference in your, thank you, caller.
Thank you.
How do you make a
How do
difference?
we make a
Well, you're the
difference.
guest.
We make it, well, and I'm thankful that I'm a guest on this show.
Go ahead, Holly.
How Zerlina Smith makes a difference is by using a collective group of people. There's no one eye and getting anything done. So how we make a difference in our community is collaborating and working with everyone. Every week we're out feeding people on the corner. Wednesdays from 5 to 6. Fridays
Praying.
Praying. Fridays from 5 to 6:30. Now we have a new initiative
From
that we're
5
doing.
to 9.
From 5 to 9. Lights at night.
Light at night. And,
Lights
and
at
so
night.
tomorrow we're going to be doing it at
Yes, at Tilton Park.
at 2:30.
230 North Comar.
Right.
Comar. So what we do in our
Fun and
community to make
games
a
and
difference.
everything. Oh, yeah.
We come out with the food, we come out with the music, we come out with
Basketball,
our
all
own
kinda-
babies.
Seniors, come on out. We're going to have games for the seniors.
Yes, I want to play
Bring the babes.
somebody got to teach me how to play some chess. I've been waiting to learn how to play some chess.
We're going to have the chess for you. We're going to have the big chess on the ground.
Okay.
The
we,
big
we,
boards
we,
on the ground.
we want to come out and with the lights of the night in the night, we want to make sure that everybody gets to know the phenomenal people that's out here. So we're doing like 5-6 events a week, and all this stuff is being funded by the community. It's not being funded by any organization. So
Yeah, and you said it. You said it. Listen, this is a push that we're doing that we need you to understand. Because of what's going on in the city of Chicago, some of us have joined together in a collaborative effort to say enough is enough.
Yes.
We've been doing it all along, but now we're just literally blasting, canvassing to just just canvassing the community
Hitting the
on
streets.
10.
Hitting the
So
streets.
we're coming out Thursday, Friday, Saturdays, and
Sunday,
Sundays.
and Sunday.
And we're going to hit the street running, talking about, listen, we cannot take this no more. And if we're going to take it, we're going to take it standing up. We're not just going to sit back and let anything happen to us in the community. Community is going to come together. We're going to love each other. We're going to show the love with each other. And we're going to let our young people know that there's another way that you can live life than to pull a pistol on somebody and take their life.
Come on
So
now.
listen, we don't have to do it. Caller, you on there. You're coming to question. You have our guest this evening, of course, the director of Increase the Harvest and Mothers Who
Mothers
Care.
Our initiative.
None but Zerlina Smith. And if you heard, now you know. Caller,
Yes, I have a question.
what is your question?
What does empowerment mean?
What does
Wow.
empowerment mean? Thank you for that question. I appreciate it.
I'm quite sure we all have our versions of what words mean, and I'm going to tell you what my dictionary was. Zerlina Smith empowerment word means.
Okay.
It means for each individual to stand up and take ownership as into what they believe in and what they stand for.
Mm-hmm.
So empowerment is I don't set something for you, you set it for yourself, and I help you achieve it.
I like that. I like that, and I like that word empowerment. Thank you, caller, because that's our goal. Our goal is to engage these young people, to enlighten these young people, and finally to empower these young people to be the best that they can be. And sometimes that work get hard, Z, because sometimes, you know, the ones you put so much in, the ones hurt you so much. But, you know, if you love someone, you got to endure the hurt and keep on pushing. But I hurt every time I look at these babies, and I hurt every time one of them go astray or some misfortune befall them. So I take it personal because I'm vested. You know, these are
And
my
you should-
babies.
you should
know,
be.
these are my babies.
And you know, and honestly, I don't know how anyone with 2017 on the verge of being triple in homicides or shootings around the state of Illinois, Chicago in general, can just let this continue. And as parents, we have to do something better. We have kids on the west side that are active on a daily basis. We have kids that want to go to college but don't know that the state Black Caucus legislators have money to send these babies to college. We are about networking, coming together and figuring out how we can build relationships with one another. I'm here tonight on this show because this is one of my mentors. I love Reverend Jones to death. And it's our Mothers Who Care National Girls Night Out. And we say national because we plan on expanding and taking it to another level.
Absolutely.
And I'm here while my good friends are out enjoying a movie and dinner. And it means to me that our work is never done.
Right.
And every time I think of what I need to do, I look at my daughter and I say,
Yeah. Absolutely.
say-
That'll do it, won't it?
I look at my daughter and I say, oh my God, I need help some days myself. And who can I call? My ladies and mothers who care.
Absolutely.
They're my sisters, they're my friends. And why we want more parents to be involved in Mothers Who Care is because we all can't be there to hold each other up all the time. So the more people that we have there, the more we can keep building those bridges.
Well, and I'm glad you brought it up because I think it's important that we talk about this Mothers Who Care component along with the Fathers Who Care component. Specifically, we're talking about folks empowering folk. All right, so we're talking about being a support system for each other while we also work to empower our young people. Because our young people really can't be what they can't see.
That's right.
So if they can't see positive, strong parents and positive, strong individuals, how they gonna be it? You know, for so long we had some parents that's out here doing whatever it is that they do, which they don't care about the parenting component. They think it's a joke. All right, they throw it to the side. You know, they think they can do anything or say anything or act any way in front of their children, and they're gonna come back to hunt you. So we're not saying that you're bad parents. We're just saying that we want to help you. We want to complement what you're doing. So tell me, when do Mothers Who Care meet?
We meet once a month for our parent cafe, but we also have a board meeting as well, and we have our own TV show, thanks to Pastor, here at CAN TV, which shows every first Monday at 6 p.m. on CAN TV. But right now, when you think about the empowerment and the leadership, we have great board members. We have Emma Mitz, who is a phenomenal leader in our community. We have State Representative LaShawn Ford, who's a male. So Mothers Who Care is just not
You got others with you.
about.
Yeah, you got a lot of
we
women
have
with you.
we have our
Clerk
Cook County
Brown.
Clerk Dorothy Brown, who's a board member. We also
Vicky?
we have Vicki Sherman, who is the clerk of Oak Park. And we have a very diverse and very broad board, and we have men as well. We have seniors on our board. We have retired police officers, educators, everything.
Let's
So-
get this caller, Z, because I want to come back and talk to you about the Mothers Who Care initiative and some of the stuff, some of the things that you are doing in relationship to strengthening your broad support of this parent consortium. It's open to men and women.
Yes.
Let's get the caller. Caller, you on the other comment or question, please. We have our guest with us this evening, none other than Zerlina Smith. She's the director of Increase the Harvest and also of Mothers Who Care. And we are also collaboratively working on a parent consortium where we're trying to engage and enlighten more parents, both male and female,
Yes.
to be actively involved in what's going on in the community. Go ahead.
How do you empower young women?
How do we what, dear?
How do you empower young women?
Young women, how do you empower young women?
Figuring out what it was that I wanted to do as a young woman and letting them express to me what it is that they want to do. When you can't put morals and values on people if they don't already have them. And Mothers Who Care with Fathers Who Care and a lot of our partner organizations, we're not coming in to fix or change anything in people's lives. We're coming in to add something that might just
Right.
be
Put
missing.
some value to it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So when you think about whatever it is that you need, we come in to just help you get to where you want to be. And that's all I can say.
that's-
I'm not perfect, and I don't think anyone can claim that they perfect. I want to make sure that we all put that out there, but we want to make sure that every young woman has another person that they can go to other than their mom, and make sure that their mom can come as well, and their dad and their sisters and their brothers. And all this stuff is free. Right? It's all free, right? Everything
Absolutely.
we do
You
is
caught me.
free.
You caught me.
It's free. We come to your house.
Absolutely.
We'll pick you up. We want to plan some type of school pickup. Whatever.
And then
it
we're
is.
talking about doing some things. We're talking about taking the kids out on some outings.
Yes.
Taking them to the forest
Yes.
preserve, into some wilderness,
Yes.
and doing some life skills building, and some other activity. We got another caller. Come on, caller, you on the air. We on a roll. Go ahead, caller.
Yes, sir. Great show as always.
Thank you so much, sir. I really appreciate it. And we encourage you to come out with us tomorrow at Tilton Park District, 230 North Comar, where we'll be doing Light in the Night activities number 2. We're going to blast it out in the community to create social environmental changes on the west side of Chicago. We'll be again at 230 North Comar. Free food, free entertainment, free games, free basketball, all kind of
Free
activity.
networking.
All the stuff we're doing is free, and we'll be pushing it on. Next week we'll be at Clark Park on Kenton and Jackson.
Can I make my
Free,
comment?
free activities, free other excellent things going on. So give us a call and let us know what you're going to. I hit that caller, thought it was the same guy on the phone. Is he still on the line?
Yes,
Go-
I am on the line.
Go ahead, sir.
I am. Okay, listen. You know what gets me is that there's nothing but marches. At the Million Man March, you have all marches down everywhere. And it seems that they just don't take. I mean, like the Million Man March a year and everything.
Okay, but what's your question tonight, though, sir? Let me know what you're talking about tonight.
My question is this. It's going to I'm asking you, do you think it's going to take more than just one community, to clean up this act, or is it going to take all the communities put together?
Well, I'm going to say, I thank you for that. Go ahead and answer this question. He said, do you think it's going to take one community or all the community? I personally think you got some of the answer to what you want to talk about. Go ahead.
Honestly, it's going to take all of us to work together, and I'm with you. These marches sometimes can be overwhelming. That's why you see them pop up and they pop out, and you don't see a lot of it anymore. But when you look at organizations that have their feet, boots on the ground on a regular basis, that is building those real connections, we have the West Garfield Park Community Stakeholders, where we have West Garfield, Lawndale, Austin, Galewood. We have an abundance of organizations that
It's actually the West Side.
West
community.
Side.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
we also have our state's attorney,
Absolutely.
our state's attorney that sits on there,
Absolutely.
Kimberly Fox.
And
you know, we have judges.
And we have congressmen, senators, representatives,
So-
commissioners, clerks, aldermen.
Aldermen, it's an abundance
Pastors,
of and
young
community,
people,
and
community.
and
Everybody's working together to try to make a difference. The only thing that we having a problem with, I believe, Z, on the west side of Chicago, is the fact that there's a lack of transparency of folks coming in it. All right. Some folks are coming in the community. Some folks are doing things in the community, but they're not letting other folks know what they're doing and why they're doing it. And then we got some folks in our community who just refuse to want to work together because they have been bamboozled and they don't believe that they can make a difference in their life and nobody else because they're only concerned about themselves. So what they're doing, they're running around under these facades as if they're really trying to empower someone. But if you look around and see, they're really only trying to empower themselves. And we're trying to tell you, either join the team while the team is around or need the team when you can't find the team. So I'm saying to you, join the West Side Community Stakeholders. It's easy to do. We're inviting you out to our community meetings, only our community meetings at this time, and that's the second Monday of the month. And if you come on out with us, we'll let you know what's going on. But give us a call at Fathers Who Care at 773-287-5821. 773-287-5821, or log in on fatherswhocare.org, fatherswhocare.org, or go to YouTube, or Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Them young folks be doing it.
You can find Fathers Who Care.
Absolutely. But back to you, Z. Go ahead.
You got to make sure. We have to make sure that, you know, we have a lot of internal issues that plagues most communities of color. And when I say color, not just black, brown, Hispanic, whatever, of color. And we have to make sure that at some point, instead of letting new people come in and dictate what needs to be done in our community, they look at the people that are already here that's doing the work. Have a seat at that table as well. Most people are so territorial when it comes to change that they're scared. And this is probably why we mesh so well together, because we like that in your face. We like to be the ones that can show you different, because with my not-for-profit, Increase the Harvest, we have not received a dime from anyone, but yet and still we're having meetings, we're organized, and the parent component is the piece to everything. We stand for recidivism. I can't even say it. Recidivism. Mm-hmm. We stand for democracy, equality for all. And look at our community. So you can't pick one thing. You have to pick everything. And it starts at home first.
Absolutely. It do start at home. And I agree with you 100%. I mean, young people can't be something on the street that they don't be at home.
Exactly.
But let me ask you a question, guys, that's watching. You know, we're doing some light in the night activities, and we'd like to know from you, what are some activities you would like to see in your community? I'm basically saying, you know, we're talking about doing some prayer marches, gospel fest. We're talking about doing rodeo, the Black Cowboy. We want our people to come out in some Western outfits, and we're gonna have a Western on the street.
Hey, I'm not mad at you. I like dress up. I'm gonna dress up too. So
you know,
I
and
like
so we want to do
up.
a lot of events. We got a lot of events coming up. But tell us, what would you like to see? Some light in the night events consist of. Come on, give us a caller. Caller.
Well, I have a question.
Sure.
Do you believe youth and adults can come together to empower the community?
Ooh, that was good.
Yes.
Ooh, go ahead. Did you hear her?
Yes, that's a single answer to that question. Yes, yes, yes. We just have to come together and respect one another as soon as we get there together. So that is something easy. When you look at the youth and the parents, oh my God, my mother was my best friend coming up. It was nothing I wouldn't want to do or go with my mother, especially on payday, because I knew we was going shopping. But I had that relationship.
So if folks wanted to get in touch with you and Mothers Who Care, how can they reach you?
You actually can go to resources at increasetheharvest.org. And resources at increasetheharvest.org is the main hub for Mothers Who Care. And I'm this type of person. My number's already public. You can Google Zerlina Smith and see what Zerlina does. You can call me personally on my cell phone at 312-487-9274. And why? Because if you need us, it takes you to be able to reach me for me to get to where you need me.
Listen, it's been a blast. Listen, Zerlina will be doing the show next week. God bless you. Good night. Keep the faith. We love you so very much, Zerlina. Thank you. Thank you all for watching. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you, Amari. Thank you, Mike. God bless you. Good night. Keep the faith. Peace.
Good night.
Good night.